That was happening. Marisol, what's happening? It's beef. They don't have chicken, or they should totally add like a veggie hot dog or like turkey chicken hot dog. They only got the beef option here. We don't need beef or pork. Hey, what's going on? Hey, we're gonna head inside Costco. Of course, not gonna show my receipt and stuff when leaving. Let's see. Let's see how they react. What's going on? Yo, it's like super busy. It's always busy at Costco. I don't think they even have any carts right now. Hey, Mental, Satisha, what's going on? What? They don't even have any carts. Shit. Oh, I see one. Like, oh, are you guys gonna use this cart? Oh, okay, awesome. Yo, that's a gorgeous dog. Hey, that's where the magic happens. Hey, what's going on? So I lost my membership card, so my mom's with me. Gotta get a membership card first. This is Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, so of course, if anyone does, and it's probably gonna cut out, like Costco's got super bad reception, so like calls drop in there, it's hard to keep a reception in there. Hey, hurry up. Yep. Benny, thanks for subscribing, appreciate it. Yeah, it's mid, I'll do it. We have to get a membership. Yeah, yeah. Membership card. Yo, and there's the guy right there. That's one of the guys right there. He's the one that was involved in the profiling and stuff. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that was one of the dudes. He's actually one of the managers. Yeah, some of the managers here are terrible. I haven't met all of them. There's probably some good ones. But yeah, he was one of the... His name is Paul or something. Oh, his name is Dan, actually. Yeah, what's going on, Luke? Yo, look at this huge lineup. This is the lineup for the membership counter. I think there's a huge lineup for returns too. Like everything's got a huge lineup. Yo, so we're gonna go shopping and see, this is the exit, right? So when you're leaving, they do like receipt check-in here, right? And if anyone doesn't know the backstory, like I got a couple pinned videos on my TikTok, you can check it. Like I've been profiled here multiple times. Like you can see some people, they barely check their receipts, and other people, like I was one of them, they just checked my receipt for like 5 minutes. I was standing there and they went through like every item in my cart. Seemed like discrimination, seemed like profiling, and that stuff happens a lot with the receipt check-in. So I stopped showing my receipts, and they freak out sometimes. If you don't show your receipts here, they completely like spaz out, have a Karen attack on you sometimes. They try to illegally detain you. They threatened to call the cops on me. Like all this stuff. Got a troll in here. हमारा एक के आवाज है pretty much. Yeah, no, return line. Return line is on the other side. This is the membership. Gotta get a different card because I think we lost our membership cards.
What should I do if Costco lost my card?
Take a day pass or membership line.
Hey Diana, what TikTok changes are you talking about? Oh, I'm buying it? Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Found the card. No, like I said, if you haven't, and you can say there's plenty of people this happened to, right? Like they actually tried doing the same thing in Superstore recently, like trying to do receipt checks, and it's been covered by even mainstream media and stuff. Like people protested against it. People are walking in. You don't have to show your receipt. Again, you're not obligated to show your receipt. They can request to see your receipt, but you don't have to show your receipt. And there's so many people that have been profiled.
You can go in those.
Oh, I already got a membership. She found it.
She found it?
Yeah, she found it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna show my receipt, but that's the thing. Like the last few months or something that we've been coming, I haven't been showing my receipt, and it depends. Sometimes they're cool about it, but most of the time they completely freak out. They try to falsely detain you, illegally detain you, like all sorts of stuff. No, they can't. Again, they used to try to do bag checks as well, but again, we're all protected by the charter, right? We're all protected against unreasonable search and seizure. They're not allowed to check anyone's backpack or belongings. They tried to do that to me as well. Like, I was the only one. Like, there are so many people walking out with backpacks, and it's on the video on TikTok. She kind of she wanted to see my backpack. She's like, I want to search your bag. And pretty much I was the only one. There were other people walking around with bags, but she targeted me, profiling, discrimination. Like, it happens a lot. Charter applies to everyone. It has to be these so-called store policies. They can't, they don't. The charter and stuff takes precedent. It can't go against that. It can't be counterintuitive to the charter and stuff. They can't just check your backpacks, check your belongings, and all this stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. I filed a complaint. I filed multiple complaints and nothing. They're just all they do is keep going on about their policy. That it's policy. Each time that's happened to me, it's happened to me 4 or 5 times. So each time I filed a complaint, each time it went nowhere. They don't even do anything. They don't care. They don't want to hold anyone accountable. And that's why this kind of stuff keeps happening. Yeah, exactly. But they don't do receipt checks at Walmart anymore. I believe in the States, they did for a time, but it was the same thing. A lot of people complained. A lot of people got discriminated against. There's lawsuits, human rights complaints. So many retail places have lawsuits and human rights complaints against them for discrimination, profiling. So it's a pretty huge problem in retail, grocery stores. Yeah, I know. You can record anyone. It's public. There's no privacy in public. Another troll. It is public. Once you leave your house, it's public. There's no expectation of privacy once you leave your home. Yo, it looks like we got some Costco staff in here, maybe. Yo, it's possible. They know some of the managers and staff. They actually know my TikTok and stuff, social media. They've actually been in the lives. Kunji return करेगा anyway. कहाँ है Costco card? अभी तो बहुत टाइम I'm not out of breath. It's like I'm carrying a bag. There's a heat wave going on in Vancouver. It's like the last 3-4 days it's been like 30 degrees, so it's like crazy hot around here. We've been grocery shopping. Got some like heavy ass bags of groceries here, like 20-30 pounds. Hey Kimberly, nice to see you. What's going on? Everything is public once you leave your house. Like what are you talking? That's gotta be like a Costco troll or something. Once you leave your house, you're out in public. Everything once you leave your house is public. Yeah, Audrey, what's going on? Ainsley, nice to see you. I was just gonna return like some jackets and stuff. I think that's actually that woman walking by. Yeah, there's Costco downtown, the one on Expo Boulevard. This is all public. And there's cameras. I'm gonna actually zoom in on some of the cameras around here if I can see them. They have like hundreds of cameras around here. Like from the moment anybody enters Costco, you're pretty much you're being watched on camera. They got undercover security guards, they got uniformed security guards, but they're afraid of accountability, so they have an issue with other people recording. Like they want to record us, but if we record them, then it's an issue all of a sudden. It's crazy, like it's so hypocritical. Exactly, but it's super hypocritical how most of these places are so afraid of accountability that they want to record us, right? They want to, if something happens, they want to have evidence. But if we want to record for our safety and to have evidence in case they falsely accuse us of something, they have a problem with that. Look, double standards. Gotta troll. Öyle med fast. Öyle med fast game bag. You look at Nicolo. Another troll. Oh, got it in it. Hey, how are you? Wanted to return a few things. We lost the receipts. Sorry about that. 그죠? Nah, I already got enough mods. I got like 30 mods. They're not all in here, but mods are awesome. They'll take care of any trolls. I don't know, they probably have pepperoni. It might be sold out. It's so busy today. Hot day like today, it's like crazy busy, so it's possible they're like sold out of some items in the cafeteria. We didn't go into the cafeteria, but I know there's so many people that don't have air conditioners. Apparently the government, they actually invested like $10 million to give like some people, vulnerable people, they're going to be able to get air conditioners for free, but the whole sign up process is kind of weird. It's kind of hard to find you got to sign up through the utility, BC Hydro I think it's called. You got to sign up through there, so it's kind of hard to, yeah, the process is kind of weird. They should make it easier. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, this one as well. Huh? Leave, Jenna.
When did you purchase this one?
I'm not totally sure. Maybe 6 months ago. I think around like winter time. Yeah, September. Yo, lineups? Oh, it's not that big. Yeah, so it's probably gonna drop out. Like once you get deeper into Costco, they have really bad reception here. So here the reception's pretty good, but once we get inside deeper, it's probably gonna cut out. But yeah, of course, like I said, there's been profiling and stuff happening at the store. So I stop showing my receipt, and when you don't show your receipt, sometimes they freak out, threaten to call the cops on you just for not showing your receipt, and sometimes they try to illegally detain you and all that. So gonna see what happens. If the live cuts out, I'll probably like film it the regular way if they try to like detain us or anything like that. Yeah, poutines are. Costco actually has, the Costco cafeteria got some of the best poutines. It's a pretty good deal too, like $4.99 for a poutine. It's pretty large portions. Huh? Nah. यहाँ तो आज है उन सब मोटू जो नु कहीं और से कभी ले ला. Like, why are you defending the receipt checking process anyways? Like, what do you get out of it? It doesn't, you know, it doesn't benefit the consumer at all. Like, I've been profiled against a bunch of times for it. That's why I stopped showing my receipt. But even if you take the whole profiling thing out of it, like there's no benefit to the consumer. Like, there's no benefit to a customer at all. It's pretty much a pointless. It just causes unnecessary delays. You have to get in line like all over again. Like, there's literally no point to receipt checking. Exactly, you can just walk out. They can't do anything to you. They can't touch you. They can't detain you. If they suspect some. Sure thing. तुम receipt ले लेना. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Time difference, it's only like 6:54 here, so I don't know what your location is, but yeah, there must be a 3-hour time difference. Anyway, so the live is probably gonna cut out like once we get inside here, because yeah, this place has terrible reception. Sometimes you can't even make calls around here, like drop calls. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but yo, that's actually one of the supervisors, managers. He also like illegally detained us. He wouldn't give us our items, even though we just finished paying for it. But he's like, I'm not giving you your item until I can like scribble on your receipt. It's crazy. Yo, like once you pay for something, it's your property. Like you don't have to prove you bought anything. If they want to accuse somebody of theft, like they actually have to prove it. The onus is on them to provide evidence and prove it. Like we don't have to prove that we bought something. They have to prove we stole it. If they actually have to prove it, the onus is on them to provide evidence and prove it. Like we don't have to prove that we bought something. They have to prove we stole it if they want to accuse us. They have cameras everywhere. Like it's. Okay, anyways, if the live cuts out, I'll maybe. Okay, anyways, if the live cuts out, I'll maybe, once we're leaving, once we're exiting, whatever, might restart it, do it again, or I'll just film it the regular way. Okay, if they threaten to falsely call the cops on us, detain us or anything, I'll get it on film, post it up later. We got some Costco trolls in here, like I said, or anything, I'll get it on film, post it up later. we got some Costco trolls in here. Like I said, they record us. Like, it's so hypocritical. Like I mentioned this before, it's such a all these retailers, they have no problem recording us, but they have an issue when we record them because they're afraid of accountability, transparency. Again, if somebody, like, let's say somebody attacks a staff member, right? They got camera. Again, if somebody, like, let's say somebody attacks a staff member, right? They got cameras to protect themselves. So if they call the cops, again, if somebody, like, let's say somebody attacks a staff member, right? They got cameras to protect themselves. So if they call the cops or whatever, they have evidence to prove what happened. We're doing the same thing. Again, I've been profiled. Let's say somebody attacks a staff member, right? They got cameras to protect themselves. So if they call the cops or whatever, they have evidence to prove what happened. We're doing the same thing. Again, I've been profiled here and stuff. So, right? They got cameras to protect themselves. So if they call the cops or whatever, they have evidence to prove what happened. We're doing the same thing. Again, I've been profiled here and stuff. So it's for my safety. Like, if a staff member falsely calls the police on me, like says I'm being aggressive, we're doing the same thing. Again, I've been profiled here and stuff, so it's for my safety. Like, if a staff member falsely calls the police on me, like says I'm being aggressive, I'm pushing somebody or something like that, makes false accusations against me, that I have evidence that that didn't actually happen. Like, I've been falsely accused before, so it can happen, it does happen. So you hear something like that, makes false accusations against me, that I have evidence that that didn't actually happen. Like, I've been falsely accused before, so it can happen, it does happen. So you gotta protect yourself, you gotta have evidence and stuff. I know, if you don't have evidence, like, I've been falsely arrested twice with, like, and assaulted by police for filming on a public site. And if I didn't have video evidence, I probably would have been falsely charged. So it's super important to have video evidence. What was it, bro?